Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to another PalaView market research video. Today, I'm going to be discussing the difference between complicated and complex problems, outlined more specifically by a man named Arthur Brooks. Okay, Arthur Brooks is a very intelligent individual. He used to run the American Enterprise Institute. He is a great man. He actually is credited with teaching and convincing the Dalai Lama that capitalism is a more compassionate ecosystem or compassionate socioeconomic system than socialism is. So the guy's very intelligent. Highly recommend all of his books, but we're going to be following his framework about what the differences are between complex and complicated problems. Because if you're like everyone else, you probably don't even know there's a difference and you're using them interchangeably when they are very different. Now, we're going to start with complicated problems. A complicated problem has to do with something that is very difficult to solve and requires tremendous education and expertise to even solve the problem. So, an easy example is a jet. It's a combustion engine, right? So, once you've invented a combustion engine, you can follow the same steps for recreating it once it's discovered. So, it's like a Lego set, right? You follow the same steps and you will arrive at the creation of that Lego set. That's the picture on the box, right? So this is how a factory works. A factory works by repeating the same steps over and over again to create a desired good. So Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola, making bullets, all of these things are complicated problems with complicated solutions. I'm describing this to you guys because you need to understand and think in first principles regarding the problems you are faced with. And also, but more specifically and way more importantly, you need to understand what types of problems you are good at solving. I've never really met anyone who is both good at complicated problems and complex problems, okay, at solving either. So it's very important you understand which you are good at. If you're an engineering mindset, if you like to understand how things work, you are interested in complicated problems, okay? Versus complex problems, right? Complex problems have to do with things like winning a football game or asking out one of my ex-girlfriends, right? This is the markets. This is things where there is no methodology you can continuously follow to get the result that you want, right? So if I'm going up to some girl that I want to ask out, right? I can't just follow a script, right? I have to be on my toes. I have to be able to improvise. I have to be able to use the context of my environment, right? Same thing with a football game. If I go and I run the same plays every time, right, in a row, then I'm going to be predictable and I'm not going to be able to last, right? I'm not going to be able to actually make get the points on the board, right? And the stock market is the same thing. And I'm going to draw another comparison and draw another distinction between investing and speculating. Okay, because this is another difference that can get a little bit foo-fooey because investing is a little bit in the realm of complicated, right? Where if I do invest in the S&P 500, right? This many times, if I put this into a 5% high interest savings account, right? Then I'm going to get a return that I can calculate and can predict. There's a lot more complicated. It's more, I would say that it's overall still a complex game, investing and speculating, but investing is a lot more complicated than speculating. While speculating is really a lot more complex. Now, what's the difference? Investments are things that you basically buy and you don't sell really, right? Whereas a speculation is something where you buy it and you're trying to sell it as soon as it increases in value. So that's what we're doing with altcoins and stuff in the crypto market right now. That's all speculation. Those are not investments, right? I don't give financial advice, right? I show you guys speculation opportunities and provide you the information that you need. It's like our do your own research supplement. That's what we do here. We provide supplementation for you to do your own research, right? And to create the mental models so that you can actually know what things to research, right? How is this company generating revenue? How do they share it with their token stakers? How are they positioned in the market? Who are their competition? Who are their strategic partners? Who is the team behind their project? What the heck is their experience, right? What is the value proposition in the context of someone buying the coin, in the context of someone using this platform? This is the things that we want to understand, right? But you have to just really sit back and realize that what we're doing is we're looking to solve complex problems, and that requires us to be in a state of improvisation a lot of the time, right? If you're going to be good at complex problems, right, you need to be good on your toes. And the only way you're going to be good on your toes is if you trust your instincts. And if you don't trust your instincts, then you aren't educated enough. You're not ready to be on the field. You have to just learn by doing and consuming data. You want to just always be consuming data and preparing yourself, right? And practicing so that when you are on the field, when you are asking out one of my ex-girlfriends, right? Then you're going to be crushing it. Okay. So that's today's video. And yeah, I mean, actually, I forgot this last slide. Oops. I want you guys to realize that a lot of the more successful people who you, I believe, are looking up to, right? These are speculator entrepreneurs. These are people who are building their entrepreneurial skill sets in alignment with, in parallel to, I should say, they're building or taking advantage of speculations in the marketplace, right? They're using speculations like these altcoins, these crypto opportunities, these swings, options trading, blah, 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 to fuel their entrepreneurship, right? And to do, so that in like, this is something I talked about in that risk management video, right? If you're continuously improving your skill set and expressing yourself creatively through the skill sets that you're building, right? While engaging in a process of speculation, right? You are unlocking this skill set of being a speculator entrepreneur. And that is, in my opinion, like the highest leverage job or form of self-employment that there is. So that's what this channel is about, is teaching you guys how to become not just entrepreneurs, not just speculators, but speculator entrepreneur, right? And because that's what we're able to do uniquely in this time, where we can kind of be these digital renaissance people, right? So that's today's video. Hope you guys learned something. And if you didn't, watch it again probably, okay?